welcome your host of Bombing Run, General A.A. Ron.
Let's meet our contestants, shall we? Contestant number 1.
Yeah, I'm Dennis Wall from Mansfield, Massachusetts.
Contestant number 2.
Caitlin Menosky from Columbus, Ohio.
Sweet, thank you so much. Contestant number 3.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm from New York.
The rules are simple. Each comedian going to do 5-minute sets. The judge will be looking for your setup punch. But warning, if you say the F or C word, Freddy the F-bomb will show up, bomb your set, and you can't be Joker Ace. So don't say the F or C word, okay? Up first to the stage, a very funny comedian. Let's give it up for Dennis Mull, everybody. Woo!
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, so me and my wife, right, we've been fighting a lot lately. Yeah, we've been fighting a lot, and Valentine's Day just came by, and so I wanted to do something nice for her. You know what I mean? I wanted to give her something that would really make her happy. Yeah, so I gave her divorce papers. She's like, "Oh my God, you finally listened to me. You finally got me something I wanted." I said, "Well, you know, I did it for you. Did it for us." No, I'm joking, guys. I'm really joking. Me and my wife have actually been married for like 32 years, guys. Yeah, that's a long time. You could cheer for that. Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah.
Woo!
But seriously, like any other couple, we do fight. You know, we argue. We don't always get along. And this one time we were fighting so bad, right? I was like, you know what? Why don't we just do something calm and quiet, like play cards, right? Yeah, so we played Go Fish, right? Yeah, and that turned into Go Far away from me. Just get out of my face. You're annoying me. Yeah, then eventually we played War. I was like, I guess strip poker's out of the question. Yeah. Yeah. She whipped the cards at me and said, "Play by yourself."
Oh.
I won. Oh yeah, I was in the corner by myself, naked and afraid.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry to give you that visual.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So I had a dog growing up, right? Had a dog. It was a Springer Spaniel, but it wasn't your typical Springer Spaniel. No, it was really aggressive. It wasn't good with kids. Come to find out, it wasn't a Springer Spaniel. No, it wasn't. It was a mutt. Yeah, it was a Jerry Springer Spaniel.
Oh.
Well, you know, it didn't know who its father was. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know who his father was. So I'm Jewish, right? And I watched a lot of sports growing up. And over the years watching sports, I was noticing something. I was like, all right, so like I'm sure there's plenty of Jewish people playing professional sports, but I noticed there's not a lot with stereotypical Jewish last names. Yeah, like in all my years of watching football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, I've never, ever, ever heard anybody ever say, "Home run by Finkelstein," or "nice catch by Eisenberg," or "unbelievable play by Lipschitz." So it got me thinking. I was like, I wonder what it would be like if there was a all-Jewish hockey league. Yeah, so I think it would sound something like this. Hello, and welcome to the game between the Cincinnati Circumcises and the Miami Moyles. Now, for those of you that don't know what a Moyle is, yeah, the Moyle's the guy that does the circumcision. Yeah, he's the guy at Thanksgiving that wants to carve the turkey. So anyway, so the circumcision's a big deal in the Jewish religion. Yeah, the rabbi's there and the moil. Yeah, and the whole thing's called a bris.
Mm.
Yeah, it's called a bris. And the moil, he's got his bag of tools. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's called a brisket. Brisket. Yeah, see, that's probably why so many Jews are delicatessens, you know? So they caught one thing and then, yeah. Let's see, I got about 15 seconds. What can I say? All right, I'm gonna end it there because every other joke I have is too long.
All right, let's give it up for
guys.
Dennis
Thank you very
Mull,
much.
everybody. All right, Dennis, where can we find you on social media?
Oh God, I most of my I don't do any of the TikToks or anything. I'm just out and about. I know that's how I promote myself.
Okay, Dennis does perform at Bris's apparently, and
Yes.
he walks around wearing a sandwich board advertising the Briss Delicatessen afterwards. And I'm just adding on to his jokes. Thank you so much, Dennis.
Hey, thanks for
I
having
want
me.
to introduce our judge for tonight. Please give it up for Judge Dredd, everyone. Yeah, Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd is a comedian. They have been in the comedian business for a long time. And what do you mean you're the law? Yeah, sometimes these judges tell me things in the chat and I have to. Oh, okay. So the judges for the next ready for the next execution. I mean the next comedian. Please give it up for our next comedian, Caitlin Menosky, everybody. Woo!
So the highlight of my week, I decided to treat myself to a $600 pair of shoes.
Whoa!
Pause for that. Yes, thank you. They were custom orthotics for my bad ankles. But we take those wins regardless. I feel like every year I have to get a new enhancement to my body just to make it function. Like I've had the orthotics, I've had ankle braces, I've had LASIK, which did you know your eyesight could be bad enough that you get LASIK and still wear glasses?
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to know that before I spent the money.
Oh, geez. Ouch.
Yeah, I have all of these enhancements to my body, and it just makes me think that my 5th grade crush, who was more interested in Transformers than girls, is feeling pretty stupid now. There's so much metal in and around my body that if I were a Pokemon, I'd be a steel type. And if you're like, Caitlin, how many more kids' IPs are you going to cram into this bit? To that I say, I know my target audience, and it's nerds or nothing. I have a medical alert bracelet that I wear sometimes, and I'm thinking of completing the set. You know, necklace, earrings. This one says peanut allergy. This one says asthma. Maybe some rings that say inhaler life across the knuckles. A chain that says it ain't easy being wheezy. What if I told you all my systems were nervous? If a body is a temple, mine is like a revival style tent service under an easy up in a parking lot.
Oh.
I hate stiff breezes. The newest thing, my doctor said that I had excessive muscle mass in my shoulder and it's pinching my nerve and causing my pain. I don't know if you can tell because we're on a Zoom call, but I'm not ripped enough to have that problem. Like this cut or cutter to flex and have your fingers go numb, you know? That's primarily why I work, is for the health insurance. It's not chronically ill, but I might want my appendix back one day. And I imagine that's going to be pretty expensive. I love my job. It's going very well. I'm what they call a personality hire, which is the I can't like do my job. But I get along well with everybody. And it's nice to know that the time-honored tradition of court jester continues into the modern workplace. My boss called me in the other day, actually, and said, "You're very personable. You're very funny. I hear you do impressions. Can you do an impression of a better employee?"
Oh.
And so now I've been cosplaying as a good employee for 40 hours a week. Like my work Sona doesn't steal office supplies, doesn't insider trade, doesn't secretly date her coworkers. I am secretly dating my coworker.
Oh.
It's going very well. Nobody knows. And so we've never had a real fight because anytime we feel like being petty, we just do it on the clock. And there's something so fun about sitting down to your professional desktop and typing an email that goes, "For my last email." I just think it's funny how. So love my job, love my work, clearly, obvious. Things are a lot better than they used to be. I think like mental low to mental high, the biggest jump I've ever had. I was on the phone with a crisis counselor. They asked why I was calling in. And I said, basically like my job and work and my partner, things aren't going well. And basically I'm just not having a Baja Blast. He laughed, which is what you're doing now. And I said, and then apologized. He said, "There's no reason to apologize. That's the most dopamine I've had in months." I don't think I need therapy. I just need someone to listen to my type 5. So give yourselves a hand for supporting mental health.
Woo!
And I'm going to end my set and give it back up to your host.
All right, let's give it up for Caitlin Menosky, everybody. All right. And Caitlin, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at cmenosky, that's MENOSKY, and TikTok at caitlin.comedy.
Sweet. Thank you so much for that time. And your time card's not done. Just wanted to remind you to finish your time card. It's the end of the month. Can't cut you that paycheck tomorrow. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you so much. You are the law, and you decided to. Oh wow. Judge Dredd is not making mincemeat of anybody. He's just chopping through these comedians. He's already ready for our third comedian of this show. Please give it up for Brian Bueche, everybody.
Hey, hello. Hi guys. I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mine was, it could have been better. My office decided to have a little Valentine's Day themed party in the office. And my boss had me go out and get a bunch of like heart-shaped donuts from Dunkin' to, have out for people. And I get them, I set them up in the room, and I'm like, you know what? People aren't going to eat a whole donut. So let me cut them into little pieces to make it easier for everybody. So people walk in as I'm slicing a heart-shaped donut down the length of it. And now everybody thinks I'm just going through a breakup. It's rough. I'm introducing myself to people. I'm like, "Hi, I'm Brian, and I'm fine." Like, it's rough. It's not a fun time. Yeah, I actually quite the opposite, actually. I am officially off the dating market, actually.
Ooh.
You can clap for that, guys. That's a good thing. You can do that. Right. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm still single. I just don't care anymore. That's what's different about that. Yeah. I don't know, man. Dating is tough for me. I don't have like a hot personality, Like when I walk down the street and I go to pass people, I make airplane noises when I do it. Okay. I just go past. I'll be like, "No," like past an old lady, It's not getting me matches on the apps, It's tough. I think my name is what really makes it difficult. My name is Brian Bueche. So all people can think of when they hear me is the name Bobby Bueche from the Adam Sandler movie, The Waterboy. We're familiar. I see people nodding. Yeah. Okay, cool. I hate that movie. I just want you to know that. I hate it so much. So if you don't know, The Waterboy, it's an Adam Sandler movie, right? So you kind of get it, right? Every Adam Sandler movie from the 90s is just 90 minutes of him being like, well, I got to go to the Mets game and then I'm going to play guitar. And after that, I'm going to go to school and then I'm going to roll some doobies. Like, that's it. That's the whole movie. But the main character's name is Bobby Bueche. So they hear my name's Brian Bueche, and then people just start quoting the movie at me with no warning. You know, like every time I have a glass of water, someone's got to be like, oh, now that's what I call high quality H2O. Like every time, guys. I don't mind sharing a name with a movie character. I just wish it was like a better movie, you know, because like that movie's, it's not high art. You know what I mean? Like Adam Sandler was not sitting in the writer's room of The Waterboy like, now, gentlemen, this movie will be my magnum opus. It's going to be the most important movie of the 1990s. It's going to be The Waterboy, Billy Madison, and then Schindler's List, right? Like he wasn't doing that. He's not, he seems like a pretty good dude. Okay. I saw The Whale recently. That was a movie I saw. Anybody see that movie? No? Okay. It's a great movie. I really loved it. If you don't know, Brendan Fraser plays a morbidly obese man with a binge eating disorder. And there's some very upsetting scenes in there for me personally. In particular, there's a scene where he's binging really badly. He's eating like an entire pizza pie on his own. And I just remember thinking that it was really upsetting because that movie takes place in Idaho. And that pizza looked way too good to be set in Idaho. That track, I mean, it was like legit. That was like, so they had like little bubbles on it from the cheese. Like I was like, that's too good, you know. And I looked it up, actually. Turns out that movie was shot in New York. It was shot in the Hudson Valley. Yeah. It's fun watching a movie about a morbidly obese man and then finding out I know how to geotag food. That's fun. I love that. It really feels good for me. Yeah, I would actually venture to say The Whale, I loved it. I would actually say it was my favorite movie, which is weird. But as far as, you know, movies for dudes to be their favorite movie, it's not the worst. It's better than having it be like Goodfellas, you know? Like, I'm from Long Island. I've seen what happens with dudes like Goodfellas, you know? Like just a lot of old Italian guys that are like, hey, Tony, you seen Goodfellas? Great movie, real good movie. You know, you seen that part where the guy says, I'm going to go get the papers. Fantastic scene, wonderful scene. That makes perfect sense, right? You know the scene where Ray Liotta, God bless his soul. You seen that, man? He's laughing, and when he laughs, he goes, ha, 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 like a psycho. That's good cinema right there. That's real good cinema, all right? Hey, you know the scene where his wife is talking to him? She's talking a lot? Yeah, I didn't like that scene. The rest of it, though. Mwah. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much, guys. I'm Brian Bueche.
All right, let's give it up for Brian Bueche, everybody. And Brian, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on social media on every platform at Brian Bueche, BrianBoochy. And you can check me out on my bright and shiny new website, brianbueche.com. You can find out show data. And also I offer one-on-one writing coaching if you would like to learn how to write jokes from yours truly. So if you're interested, check that out.
Writing coach. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Brian. That was awesome. I actually am from Judge Dredd. You have to pick from the three. You can't pick them all. You got to pick from those three. I'm actually from Idaho, so I kind of took offense. I figured it was Chicago Connection Pizza. Hate to explain this one, but that's the deep dish pizza in Boise. Boise, not Boise. It doesn't end as G. I'm gonna correct everybody. Judge Dredd, you got to pick from these three. Who's Joker Ace for this show? Yes, is it Dennis Mall, Caitlin Menosky, or Brian Bueche? All right, so okay. All right, so Joker Ace is who the first person you said. Okay. Yes. All right, I know who Joker Ace for the game number one for tonight is. Please give it up for Caitlin. She's the Joker Ace of game one tonight. All right, Caitlin. You get to go forward on to the next show after the second show runs. a bombing run called Dogfight Edition. We'll be going against whoever wins the second show. So stay here, stay tuned for that. Thank you, Caitlin, so much. You'll be on shortly.